everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. Today I've got something a little bit different. We're gonna make a seasoning blend, but it's something, again, a little bit out of the ordinary. This is going to be a dill pickle seasoning blend. And when I say dill pickle, this is not a seasoning blend to make pickles with. This is a seasoning blend that tastes like pickles. And it's gonna be something that you're gonna wanna use on everything from popcorn and chips to making dips and dressings and even marinating your chicken in. I can't wait to show you how this all comes together. So today we're going to make a dill pickle seasoning blend. This is the kind of seasoning that we're going to use to shake on things to make them taste like dill pickles, or to add dill pickle flavor to things like popcorn, or like if you want to add this to a bag of regular potato chips and shake it up, and it's going to add this dilly goodness to it, and it's going to add that little sour pucker that you love from a pickle. If you are a pickle lover, then this is for you. This is inspired by a seasoning that Trader Joe's used to sell but no longer does. So I did a little bit of research. There are a lot of dill pickle seasonings out there. They're called dill pickle seasoning shakes, like that you shake on things. There's wing seasonings and all sorts of things. But today we're going to make one that's pretty simple, and for all but one ingredient, these are on your spice rack or in your pantry. And the one ingredient that I'm pretty sure you don't regularly have is vinegar powder. But I'm going to leave you a link down below to a little shopping list on Amazon where you can get all of these things, everything from the vinegar powder right down to the garlic powder and onion powder that I used. And everything, I think that almost everything else you should have on your spice rack, even if you got a new spice rack for Christmas with those filled bottles, I think most of those things are going to be on here. And I did want to just point out too, in my research, and I was reading a lot of ingredient labels and of different brands and what have you, and even the Trader Joe's brand, not to diss anybody in particular, there's a lot of questionable ingredients in those. I don't like that. So if I could just explain to you, when I laid all of this out, I put a sheet pan cover over it because I had to go do something else before we filmed. When I lifted the cover to do the filming, it literally smells like dill pickles. It smells fantastic. And if you are a lover of pickles, you're gonna love this. So this starts off with 2 tablespoons of vinegar powder. This is just dry vinegar powder. A tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of dill weed. This is just dried dill weed. A tablespoon of dill seed, a tablespoon of dry mustard powder, a tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of dried ground coriander, a teaspoon each black pepper, ground bay leaf, allspice, and a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You can leave the cayenne pepper out. You can use more cayenne pepper. I actually listed it as a teaspoon, but you know, you guys, you can make it your own way. You can fluctuate it. You can add more if you want to spice your pickle blend. That's entirely up to you. Maybe you want to add some chipotle powder in here instead of cayenne and make a smokier pickle blend. Again, entirely your decision. You can fiddle with this until it's up to your particular preference. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to, now we're just going to pop everything into a jar, and make sure you use a jar that's large enough to shake everything up in. Now I did not make a ton of this because I don't think you need a pint of dill pickle seasoning. Just need a little bit. Now I'm going to give this a good shaky shake and just make sure that's well blended, and then you open it up and there's your dill pickle seasoning. If you prefer not to have your dill seeds completely whole like that, you can run this through your spice blender, or you can just leave them out and add extra dill weed if that's your preference. Again, make this the way you want it. Just because I made it this way doesn't mean you have to. So, honestly, I'm going to take a little spoon here, and I'm just going to take a little bit so that Rick and I can just taste this. That tastes like a pickle. That's pretty good.
Was good.
It's not overpowering. Wow, it's really, really good. Wow. I think you'll like that. I do. I have some recipes that I intend to use this with, so don't think that I'm just going to leave you hanging, that I made this seasoning and then I'm not going to do anything with it. I have plans, trust me. And I have plans for something that you're going to use every day, something that you're going to use for a dinner, something that you're going to use to make your kids really happy, something that you're going to use for party. I can't wait to share it. So stay tuned, and we will take this little journey and we will use up this delicious dill pickle seasoning. I can't wait to share it. So I hope you like this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope that you give this dill pickle seasoning a try, and I hope that you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.